Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today? Where good evening everyone, right now it is Wednesday 20th of May 2026, 9:25 p.m. So they're in the backwards order. As we are going to be doing the Gothic, the Room of Death, in contrast to the Room of Life. Because, well, I mean, that's what we did last time. Was a Room of Life, and now we're doing a Room of Death to be the mirror for it. I will say, I did think about it, and technically, because of the way the rooms are arranged, we should have built the things on the other side, but from the player's perspective, or where the camera is, I think it's totally fine what we did. If you're wondering why I'm changing perspective so often, I'm not. My other Joy-Cons have faded away. And now are deceased. And by deceased, I mean I plugged them into the dock so they can charge. I don't know which of these is spookiest. This is kind of spooky. So yeah, I'm using my other Joy-Cons at the moment, which are very Joy-Con drifty, and will probably be spinning around in perpetuity and doing stuff like this. So we're gonna be really fighting to get what we want. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we put it down like this. Then we take out the middle. Then boom. These are 2 rooms. Obviously not with this wallpaper and not with this rug. Or flooring. Okay, so which wallpaper do we want to do? Because I did propose we did this one. It does look like hell, doesn't it? Because hell is forever, whether you like it or not. For rules are right and you don't do as they say. Please. Cannot wait for my other Joy-Cons to finish charging so I can go back to this. Yeah, but I don't know if it's necessarily what I want to do. I think it is a good contrast though to wow, you can't rotate this one. It is a good contrast to the heaven one. Like, this does look like it's underground, it does look like fiery pits. I don't know what else we'd use, to be honest. Or what else we would use. To still get the same vibe. Maybe the cult things, but like, I think it's, yeah, I think we'll stick with this. Because it's, oh. It'd be a bit iffy otherwise, I think, for it to be one of the life room to be such like an open thing, and the hell room to be like, oh, it's like an actual closed off room. So I want to do this. So if anything, we're starting with a well, we're not necessarily going to start with purgatory because I don't really know what will be there. I don't really know what we're going to do for this other stuff. What's the most ghoulish looking bed? I don't know if it even is a spooky bed. There's Halloween stuff, but it's not quite what we're looking for. Yeah, why is there no spook? Oh, there is a spook. No, it's a spooky table. Darn. See, this is what makes it so difficult. Like, what possibly spooky bed could we even do? I mean, like a pet bed, that'd be kind of insane. I want it to look gothic. Now, is that possible? Maybe. This might be too fancy for it, to be honest. I almost want to make it a mirror of the other room, to be honest. Like, I feel like it should feel similar, evocative. or the other room. Instead of it being the steps up to heaven, we're going to have the stairway down to hell. So we'll have the high bits on the outside, going down to the lower bits in the middle. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh wait, is this right? I can no longer remember what I did for the other. No. For sure we had it like this, right? Oh, but it went down. Okay, so I think it would be like this if we were to invert it, right? Which one might say is a little bit insane of a architectural decision, but it'd be really nice if we could just rotate groups of things we have together instead of having to do this. So this is the inversion of it. I don't know if elegant bed is the right one to go for, but at the same time, what else can I do? Unless Imperial bed has something. I mean, its colour scheme kind of is, but I don't know, it doesn't look like iron, like wrought bars or something. If it did, it would, one, not really be what it's trying to go for, but it would be helpful. If only there was a modern double bed. Unfortunately, there's not. There's only single beds. So the other option is the antique bed, but I think the antiques is black and white. Yeah, okay. I think we'll go with this one, even if it is pretty similar. Now, as a test of memory at this point, on what on earth we had about the place. So we certainly need a couch. Something that looks gothic. There's not too many options. We could do the modern one to make it more like more of a pop. If that makes sense, even. Now, I think there is a modern large table, or cool dining table, as it's apparently called. I actually think we might do this as black and black. And now I gotta think again. What did we have? Well, certainly we had these things, and we had a partition, didn't we? Now, what we're going to use as a partition, I don't know. Log stakes. Could be interesting. Jail bars. I suppose that is rather spooky. You can't really put anything on these, though. Now, the exact spacing may or may not be a little bit difficult. But that's okay. I think we can improvise ourselves a bit. Because these are a bit thinner, actually. Gives a tiny bit more space for things. Okay, so this is a general layout of what we want. I think this looks pretty good so far. That's more about what sort of things we put down. Sorry, it's just yawning. Now that I don't know. We could just put a flame down. What other sort of fiery things are there? A wood-burning stove. Seems a bit excessive. Kettle bathtub to boiling. Decay tree is pretty good. Kind of look like a load of hands. Pumpkin carriage I also think could be quite fun. Creepy skeleton. So maybe that's what we put in the corner here. Now I need to get up the customization because I don't remember what it looks like. It's pausing my video. Okay, skip to the end. Okay, so we have a bird. So this is not enough space, so we need to actually move this all up one, not this stuff. Yeah, that looks right to me. And then what else? What else is spooky which we can put down? Sort of scarecrow thing? Wherefore art thou, scarecrow? Oh, gravestone's also an interesting idea. Is that backwards? No. But we can make this. Yeah, black granite. It really just is an inversion of what we got. Again, not a bad thing. I think it's a fun idea. Poisoning. So the teddy bear is now dead. The bird cage is now this. So we need a dark 4x4 rug. It certainly does make things a lot easier to do, but I don't really have to think about it as much. I was gonna be like, what about a spooky rug? But I think it's too on the nose. So ours is flush against the wall. Like this, and then there's a little gap probably. There's a gap for 2 there, which doesn't look right. Bit hard to tell what the gap is. Over here, is that a gap or 2? It looks like a gap or 2, isn't it? Well, there should be 6 up here. Or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 because, of course, these would be doubled up otherwise. But I suppose if we got the space for it, we should flaunt it, no? I think this is wrong as well. This looks right, I think. And we need something in the corner here, which is also kind of spooky. Something large and intimidatingly spooky. Make space ahead of time? Does this not fit over here? Oh no. Well, I don't want to put another pumpkin pile. Or I put an angel down. So maybe we do this. As if they're torturing a soul here. I forgot that we were going to do this statue. It looks like it's hugging this wall. We do a table chair. That's fine. We can think about that afterwards. What are we going to put in the middle here? Maybe this is where we put the boiling pot. Whether you like it or not, had your chance to be better, now you boil in a pot. The rules are black and white and there's no use trying to hide it. What if we put a spooky arch here? How wide is a spooky arch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that is just too wide. Some might say too wide. Okay, what looks evil? What looks sinister? Oh, that is something we can put here. To get anyone who stays here apprehensive. Well, actually, I think a lot of people would stay here and be like, yeah, let's rock on. Just a human body. That's just grotesque. I don't want to do that. I want it to look aesthetically evil, you know? Can't just throw stuff randomly and expect it to work out. Don't comment on the fact that is quite literally what I'm doing. Ooh, a samurai. Like a dark, imposing figure. So I was like, I feel like it'd be nice to get a person in here, but... like, it'd be nice to get like an Oni or something, but we can't. Okay, so that's that. What else? Okay, we need a mirror over here. I think a mirror can also be a reflection of our soul. I.e., I think the same mirror can work just in black. Because honestly, it works pretty well as a evil mirror. There's nothing over here. We need... well, we don't need, but this would be a vanity, and... there's not a lot of vanities, are there? I didn't even check the final colour. What if it's red? Or black? It's purple. Okay. Well, we don't need a vanity necessarily. We just need... we need a little something. Is there a cool closet? There's not. There's only regular closets, okay. Fine, I guess we'll use an iron closet. Can't even see it, it's so dark. One, two, three, four. We do have extra space, which we will gladly use, mind you. I don't really know what to put on this table. Just has to be somewhat intimidating, you know? Like a demon's first day of school being like, gosh, I hope they're scared of me. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll keep this black. We'll just figure out what to put there later. And then what? Oh, we could put some little critters on here. If anything, this is where we show the skull and bones. Maybe that's a bit too brutal. Are there any other major pieces we need to put down? Oh, table and chair over here, right? I like the idea of a throne. Very gothic. As if to say, I care not for ye, angel, preaching upon me. By sullied wisdom. Mine own fate shall be the one I doth wrought. So it's not like this, and then one more item. Methinks that one more item might be a little bit tough to stumble upon and find. Excuse me. So I would like a shelving unit here. What about a street organ? And it absorbs your soul once it finishes playing. Is that a bit much? That might be a bit much. A wood burning stove. Oh. Titanarum. I think it's probably too big for anywhere. Yeah, well, unfortunately it is. It is a rather large plant. I was like, that could be interesting. I don't know, I guess I'll have to figure it out next time. As I now look down, it's been 20 minutes. It certainly makes the blueprint easier, but doesn't make it trivial. So, for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.